Welcome to GTS Car Life. I'm Thomas. This car, the Lamborghini Huracan STO, is as close as you can get to purchasing a street-legal Lamborghini race car. The Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo Homologado, or STO, is essentially the homologated version of the company's Super Trofeo race car. It's bold, bright, and brash, and it's loud. The Huracan STO accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds and doesn't stop accelerating until you've reached 193 miles per hour. Certainly not subtle, this new Huracan STO follows in the loud and proud tradition of Lamborghini bulls before it, and it may just be the most exciting new car you can own for the money. Everything about the STO excites. The styling is breathtaking, extroverted, over the top, even for a raging bull. The Classico Verde scandal paint on this test car is simply magnificent in person. Photos and video just don't do this paint or this car justice. You've just got to see this thing in person. No matter where you look, from the new Mura-inspired Cofango front clamshell and unique splitter to the roof-mounted snorkel, shark fin, or the louvered engine cover, the styling leaves no doubt. This is not your run-of-the-mill Huracan. The revised front and rear aero detailing, including the flat underside, special extractor vents, and of course that giant 3-position manually adjustable wing, contribute to the STO's exceptional 926 pounds of maximum downforce at 174 miles per hour. Ferraris and Porsches have long inspired confidence as you put them through their paces, but no one has ever said the same thing about Lamborghinis. In fact, until the introduction of the Huracan Performante, many automotive enthusiasts would agree that Lamborghinis are best driven on Rodeo Drive, not on a racetrack. I've spent hundreds of miles on racetracks in all manners of Lamborghinis, and until recently, it was clear this is not where they were happy. In fact, Ferruccio Lamborghini himself never saw value in racing, and his cars were designed to elicit a passionate response based on their styling and sound, more so than their driving chops. Achieving quick lap times in a Porsche or Ferrari is fun and exciting, exhilarating. Achieving quick lap times in a Lamborghini, well, that's an accomplishment. You have to work hard every step of the way. But really, you buy a Lamborghini to make a statement, to get attention, or to make your heart beat faster. To experience something visceral, even a little violent every time you look at it, enter it, start it, drive it. Few cars today are as exciting and emotional as Lamborghini. And from that perspective, few can match this new STO. Lamborghini hit this one out of the park. Powering this beast is a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10 making 631 horsepower and 417 pound-feet of torque. This is more power than even the Huracan GT3 and Super Trofeo race cars, which are limited by FIA regulations. In the face of increasingly stringent government regulations, the end is near for this and other gasoline-powered engines. Lamborghini has stated that with the recent demise of the 12-cylinder utilized in the now-defunct Aventador, this will be the last of the naturally aspirated turbo and hybrid-free engines. Future power plants will include a turbocharged V8, hybrid, or full electric power. As if simply being a Lamborghini wasn't reason enough, the STO is significant and special by virtue of the fact that it represents the end of an era. At 6'3" and 200 plus pounds, I've never found a Lamborghini I comfortably fit in, and that's not about to change with this STO. At least, getting inside is easier than you might expect, considering how low the STO is. The interior can be customized as far as your wallet will stretch, but this one, like many, is finished predominantly in black Alcantara, carbon fiber, and leather. Lamborghini took extreme steps to keep the weight down on this car, and they've succeeded. Inside, you'll find no carpet, door panels are carbon fiber, and most of what you see or touch are carbon fiber or Alcantara. The exterior panels are 75% carbon fiber, and even the front windshield weighs 20% less than the standard Huracan. So even with its V10 engine, total weight is around 3,350 pounds, almost identical to a 6-cylinder Porsche 992 GT3. Whole different animal now. That's as low as you can go. All right, here we go, Lamborghini Huracan STO. Behind the wheel, drivers can select from 3 different performance settings, each adjusting the power delivery, exhaust note, suspension, and automatic shifting ability. The first setting, STO, is intended for street driving and allows the driver to either let the car shift itself or to use the oversized pedals to manually shift. STO setting is clearly designed to generate higher EPA fuel economy ratings, and I was surprised how quickly STO mode forced the transmission into higher gears. In fact, I saw a computer-selected 7th gear at speeds just under 30 miles per hour. car downshift, you really need to bury the heavy throttle pedal to the floor. No doubt this setting wouldn't exist were it not for government efficiency requirements. Trofeo is the track setting, making the throttle pedal significantly more responsive, the engine note louder, and firming up the suspension. Unlike competitors like Porsche's PDK system, track or Trofeo mode requires the driver to shift manually using the extremely large column-mounted paddles. The car will not shift itself. Finally, the STO offers Pioggia or wet mode. I didn't have a chance to try out this mode, but seriously, what owners ever want to take this car out in the wet? In fact, Lamborghini sent a bulletin to its dealers asking them to make sure STOs are only hand washed and that no water is sprayed into the various intakes and engine compartment areas. An STO is not likely to be your first choice for daily driver duty. On the subject of practicality, the magnificent 631 horsepower 5.2-liter V10 is more difficult to get to in the STO than a standard Huracan, requiring 2 people and a special key to remove the Batman-inspired carbon fiber cover. Similarly, the tiny trunk, offering just enough space to store 1 racing helmet, also requires extreme care and that same special key, which is stored inside the car in the location you would expect to find a hood release handle on a normal car. In typical Lamborghini fashion, cabin space is very tight with limited headroom, leg and hip room. The supportive and bolstered seats are mounted surprisingly high for such a low-profile car. Call it intimate, what you won't call it is practical. This is another Lamborghini characteristic that isn't likely changing anytime soon. Underway, the STO, like all Lamborghinis, makes itself known with noise, vibration, and harshness, but all in a good way. Power is exceptional, gear changes are instant, and the car rockets forward like few others. Thankfully, stopping power is equally impressive, from special 6-piston front and 4-piston rear Brembo CCMR brakes, which offer 4 times greater thermal conductivity than standard carbon ceramic discs. So this car can accelerate, brake, and make noise with the best of them. Unlike the competing models from Ferrari, McLaren, and Porsche, when pushed hard, the back end of the STO does tend to twitch under hard braking, downshifts, and full throttle acceleration. Those other models feel noticeably more planted in these situations. Hey, well, that was exciting. The Lamborghini stirs passions, but it doesn't exactly instill confidence. It wants to throw you from your seat at every turn, every downshift, every full throttle run. The Huracan STO is incredibly capable, but you really have to work hard to get the best results. The Ferrari, McLaren, and Porsche can make you a better driver than you are. The STO wants to kill you. Not perhaps as much as its bigger and heavier 12-cylinder brother, the Aventador, did, but make no mistake, the STO is a raging bull, and if you want to ride, it's going to try its best to throw you. The Lamborghini Huracan STO is an exceptionally exciting, stunningly beautiful, ultra-high-performance machine. For the money, you'd be hard-pressed to find something as visceral and full of character. This is the Italian supermodel of exotic cars. All Lamborghinis are special, but this one raises the bar. I really like this Huracan STO. It's an amazing, incredible, exciting car, and it gets your pulse going like few others. It's not perfect, but no car is. What this car does well is what Lamborghinis have done well for decades. If you're seeking manners, polish, and a car that helps you reach the highest limits on track, this isn't your car. Porsche has a 911 GT3 they can sell you for that. But if it's excitement, sound, looks, and an emotional experience unsurpassed by anything in this price range, you found it here. All right, so JT,
yes.
What do you like the best about your job here at Dream Racing?
My position here at Dream Racing, one of the biggest things I love doing is showing what these cars are capable of. Taking my many years of racing experience and even coaching and putting that on to see what the reaction and you know, some of these cars that you're never going to get a chance to track them the way we're going to push you to that limit under a safe controlled input and then still push you further past that. You know, that's what I love about it is this. Been doing this stuff my whole life. You know, I'm 3rd generation racer myself. My kid's been racing the last 4 years as well. Little differences, and like I said, I love putting just that knowledge and show you and everybody what these things are capable of doing in a controlled input.
That's awesome. Well, seems like a dream job.
Dream racing for a reason.
Absolutely. All right.
We're set.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing and liking below so you won't miss our next episode. Have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you out there.